All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be around the world. My name is SuperSonic, and Dota Justice TV sets because my name is SuperSonic because I am also a Mario runner. But we are kicking it off with the Do the Mario Marathon 2025, starting with one of my favorite Mario games of all time, Super Mario Bros. 3, and we're going to be doing the 80% warpless category for this. So without further ado, we're just going to go ahead and get started here. Let's do a quick reset, and then 3, 2, 1, let's jam. Alrighty, so heading into World 1 here. So Mario 3, it seems like a pretty big game, but every level is pretty short. So we're going to be utilizing the P speed here. So there are 6 triangles on the bottom of the screen, so we have to fill it up all the way to where the P is to give us extra speed. The game checks every other frame to see if Mario's on the ground, so we're going to do our best to maintain it as best as we can here. Okay, think we're gonna get it here? Nope, we did not. Okay, that's fine. No worries. We're just gonna go ahead and not get it there either. Yeah, sometimes getting P speed in 1-2 is a little tricky. Alright, so we don't have to play every single level in this game. We just have to play like the quickest route to get to the airship in each world. Also, we gotta get this leaf here. We're not going to be seeing the leaf very much because it is actually really slow, but it does help us out in some instances where we have to fly. So we're going to be losing it immediately in the next level. Alright, so here we are. We're just going to slide down, then we're going to immediately push right to run into the Buzzy Beetle. The main reason why we lose the leaf there is because we're very floaty in the air with the leaf, so we just want to make sure that we pretty much get our normal speed back. Alright, there we go. So yeah, as you can see, a lot of these levels are fairly short, despite like some worlds looking like they're kind of big. Alright, so we're just gonna go up here. We're gonna try to build up P speed. This section is kind of difficult because of that gap there. Sometimes they can check to see if Mario's not on the ground, so it'll take away a triangle. But thankfully that did not happen, so we're good there. Alright, so let's see. I'm hoping for the bro to go left here, which he does. So now we go into one of those quote-unquote secret tiles, in which sometimes they can have a power-up hidden. So we get our fire flower here. Now we're going to go into the castle here. Yeah, not too shabby. I mean, a little bit of a mistake in the beginning there. But it's fine. Like, at least we got fire flower. In which, okay, so I'm going to tell a story here real quick. I told this to my chat like a few times, but when you look at Fire Mario in this game, he doesn't have like the traditional like white and red garb. In this one, he's got, you know, like this orangish color for like his hat, the shoes, and like his long sleeve shirt. So that looks like a chicken nugget covered in marinara sauce pretty much. So like you can see like, you know, Mario's face and his hands, they're like the meat of the chicken nugget, and then orange stuff is like the crust of the chicken nugget, or like the breading or something. And then you got the overalls, which kind of looks like some sort of sauce. I want to say it's marinara, but it may not be marinara. It could be like ketchup. I mean, I don't think ketchup looks like that really, but whatever kind of sauce that looks like that color. That's what it reminds me of. So in essence, this game reminds me a lot about food. So if I'm making you hungry, I apologize ahead of time. That's usually how my imagination works with this game. So anyways, we got rid of the first Koopa Kid. We got the wand, which we do not want to jump to grab it, because otherwise we will be taking a longer time to fall down. So, but we did save the first king, so that's good. There was like also another thing that I was kind of debating with my chat, the fire flower. Like whenever we get a chance to see the fire flower, to me it looks like a chopped onion, at least like the part where the bloom is. Or like the not the stem, but like, I don't know how to describe it exactly, but if you look at the fire flower, it looks like a chopped onion. Some people say it doesn't look like that, but I don't know. Anyway, we're in World 2 now. This is the desert world. There are going to be 2 Hammer Brothers roaming around here. We're going to try to avoid one of them if we can. And we want to grab the hammer instead of the star or the music box. We do want to grab the music box at some point, which would cause the Hammer Bros to sleep for a couple turns on the map. Thankfully, we did not fall into the Moda tier, so that's good. Okay, there's a fire flower. Doesn't that look like a chopped onion, at least for the top part? Okay. Oh my gosh. Alright, so into the fortress we go. We're gonna wait a little bit here just to make that dry bones kind of arrive a little earlier. Just so we can get P speed. That was not quite the greatest P speed there, but we managed to get it. We might lose it here a little bit, but then we can regain it right back. Since we were still like on the ground technically. Okay, so the fire flower is pretty much the best power up in terms of getting rid of bosses and clearing out the way for a lot of these enemies. Like Boom Boom, for example. Normally you would have to stomp on him 3 times on his head, but with the fire flower you can just shoot him 5 times. And yeah, there he goes. It's pretty quick. Alright, so for 2-3 here, just got to get P speed. Try to maintain it. Hopefully I don't clip into the corner, because this game is susceptible to being clipped into corners here. Thankfully that did not happen. Do a big jump, and then that did not do that right. That's okay. Okay, at least we didn't lose fire there. Tiny pizza tables. This is literally a pizza parlor. Okay, so we got a bro on the top and the bro on the bottom. I'm gonna guess the bro on the bottom has a hammer. But first, we gotta deal with the angry sun. We're gonna see him a couple times. This is like the first instance that we see him. Sometimes he can be a nuisance, other times not so much, but that time he wasn't too bad for it. Alright, we're gonna go down to 2-5 here. You could either go 2-4 or 2-5 in this route. Pretty much what we're doing is we're trying to keep track of where the hammer can be. So that was kind of sketchy movement there, but we made it out pretty well. Okay, so sometimes it's not easy to tell which bro has the proper item. So kind of just have to guess a little bit. Sometimes people can say, oh, you can just look at the positioning of where the hammer bro is facing, and that's a way to kind of see where the particular item is. So there's a hammer that we want. That means the other bro has the music box, which we'll avoid for this time. Gonna go into the pyramid here. Okay, so we're gonna grab the Buzzy Beetle, and the gimmick here is to take the Buzzy Beetle into the wall to break it open, or the bricks really. So, and then we're gonna do that there. It looks like I would have gotten hit, but hitboxes are very questionable in this video game. And there we go. Very nice. Alright, so I'm just gonna go straight into the castle here. Alright, so that wasn't that bad of a World 2, at least, so that was actually pretty good. Alright, so we were talking about food for a little bit, but this time, now that we're on the airship, it looks very green with like that blue background, but this kind of green is like a minty green. Kind of like, you know, some sort of toothpaste. Like any sort of minty flavored toothpaste, like Aquafresh or something, or Sensodyne maybe, Crest even, Colgate, whatever toothpaste brand that you can potentially think of. So you can think of it this way: you had like a very nice meal, you got to brush your teeth. This is the place to do it. Dude. Oh my god. Yeah, don't mind me. I'll be honest, I woke up like an hour ago, so I'm not completely there yet. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we got these rocky wrenches here. They just keep spawning. and try to throw like, which I thought were bones originally, but they're actually wrenches. You kind of like poke at them. Okay, then we got this guy. I did not want to lose that. See, that should be okay. We're gonna get fire back in the next world, so that's fine. Okay, so we're down 2 worlds. Heading into world 3, which is the water world. So there's 2 spots where I can grab the fire flower in 3-1, but we're gonna go for the one that's like later into the level. So we're just gonna get our item from Princess Toadstool. I think it was the cloud, if I remember correctly. All right. So now we're in the water. We see like those purple, or not purple, pink, like hoops. I guess they're like Fruit Loops or like strawberry flavored Cheerios. I don't know if they even had those. Yeah, we got the fire flower there. We still maintain P-Speed, but even though we're in the water, it's not gonna matter with P-Speed. We just wanted to get like on top of the ceiling there. Okay, there we go. So you kind of notice that I'm trying to avoid the same card on the bottom right. That's because when you get a, like 3 of the same kind, you get a 1-up, and the animation for it takes way too long. So it's just better to, avoid it completely. So just get like 1 of a kind or something. Also, there is a P-Speed strat for this level, but it is pretty difficult to get. It's like very precise. Also, I do not like where my coin count is. But there could be a potential I'm losing. Okay, we just got out of the thing. So in worlds 1, 3, 5, or 6, there's a potential for a bro to turn into a coin ship. If you have like the same number matching your 10s digit with your coin count, and the coin count is in multiples of 11. So we just kind of have to be careful with our coin count here, as well as our score. Okay, we should not be able to hit a 4 on the 10s digit, so we should be okay. And we also got to watch out for the runaway bro that's on the right side of the map right now. So it looks like he's going down at the moment. Oopsie. You know what? Let's go for it. Try to go for a strat called door 3. Pretty much you have a frame to enter the door once you arrive on the screen. And that door in particular will take you straight to Boom Boom's room without having to go through this door, which is door 6. Door 6, you would have to like climb up here, go to the door, and then you'll enter Boom Boom's room that way. But all the other doors will just kind of send you into like the water dungeon, so to speak. So okay, that bro is still fine for the moment. Okay, so we're gonna grab both of these bros here because we're trying to manipulate a bridge. That way we can enter a, like a certain level that we're not supposed to be going into. Okay, that bro is not where I want him to be. So this level is pretty cool for like P-Speed strats. Oopsie. Okay, that's totally fine. Okay, I want the bro to either go down or left. And he goes right. That punk. Alright, so we're gonna have to improvise a little bit here. So we're gonna have to play 3-7. So this is actually gonna be a little slower because we had to catch the bro outside. So we're gonna go into world 7 or 3-7 here. Also, my capture card is not gonna like this, but it's gonna be like a little jagged here. So for whatever reason, my capture card doesn't like a ton of like this kind of thing, like clouds and everything. All right, so we got our cloud back. We're gonna be using it immediately to skip the fortress here, since the bridge is already down, or already up rather. So we're just gonna go right around here, go into 3-8. Now the problem is if we end up dying here, will have to be forced to play the fortress, so got to be careful not to die. All right, there we go. Okay, so now we're going to go into 3-9. Jump here. Ah, no. Gotta go for the H jump. Also, these ice blocks here, they create a ton of lag because they're different colored sprites and they change every single, well, not every single frame, but they change to like an extent here. So they just cause a ton of lag for that. Okay, so now we got the next airship coming up, and Wendy is probably considered one of the most terrifying bosses in this game because she throws rings around, and those rings are, and then like also what do you call hitboxes are always like a problem as well. So we want to maintain our fire flower here. And then once we get to Wendy, we're going to try to go for a fire kill. So usually with auto scrollers, there's really not much to talk about. There are a lot of auto scrollers in this game. In the warpless category, we try to avoid all of them except for the ones where we are forced to play them. However, in 100%, we do have to play every single level, which we're not doing today. So we're just kind of going through the fastest route in each world. Okay, here we go to Wendy. There we go. Okay, got the fire kill. Maintained our fire flower. Very good. Alright, so 3 worlds down. Got 5 more to go. This is a Wendy. This is definitely a Wendy. It's like, I would like a Dave's double, please. With some fries and a vanilla frosty. Oh my gosh. Yeah, hope everybody's having a great Friday or weekend so far. Alright, so now we're into Giant Land. Everything's big. This is actually my favorite world in the game. Okay, we got P-Speed there. That jump is a little sketchy. I jumped a little too late there. So that's a little unfortunate. We're not going to be able to get fire now. Let's see. So we need power-ups. Yeah, I miscalculated the jump there, so I ended up falling right into the pit. I usually never die like that, so that's kind of unfortunate, but that's okay. We'll just carry on. Hot and single. Oh dear. Alright, so normally I would like to have fire here. But we're just gonna do this instead. We'll build a P-Speed and then get an extra jump here. Just watch out for the cheeps that fly out, because sometimes they can just be in the way. Like that one almost got me. That was very close. Okay, so 4-3, there's actually a really cool P-Speed strat here. Hopefully, let's see what the Sledge Brothers are gonna do. Okay, that one jumps, so this one's not gonna jump. Okay, can jump. Ah, I jumped a little early. Okay, so we're gonna lose P-Speed here. That's fine. Main thing is I do want to retain the mushroom at least, so we can get a fire flower later in the world. Or even if we end up losing fire flower, that's fine too. All right, so we're gonna use a hammer to break open the path here. It's very rare to get P-speed on that ceiling. Sometimes you never really anticipate it, but other times you do. This section, we're just gonna swim underneath here and then get a little bit of speed on the ground just so we could get sniped. That's unfortunate. So that Lucky 2 was just in the way there. All right, so now we got the sludge bros to deal with. So we want to get a cloud and a P-wing and try to avoid the star, but that might not be... Okay, is this the star or the P-wing? That is the P-wing. Okay, I'm hoping the other bro would just go left so we can just avoid it completely. Oh, that might be okay. Let's see. Okay, we're just gonna wait on this. Since we don't have fire flower, we can't really protect ourselves until we get the star here. This also creates lag for a little bit. There's just so many sprites on the screen. Okay. Need the bro to like go away. Otherwise we're gonna be forced to grab a star here, which is fine, but okay, we have to get him. I guess that'll just give us like an extra item to use for later. But ultimately you do want to avoid that. If you do get like a star like later on. Okay, gotta watch out for these donuts here. If you stand on them for too long, it will fall. So. Oh. The hitbox wasn't quite active there. The P-wing kind of reminds me of like a hand. But then again, yeah, you kind of think of it that way too, like the Egyptian thing. All right, now we're heading into the World 4 airship. This airship here runs at a blistering 15 pixels per second. And this airship is about 2 minutes long. So we're going to be here for a bit. But while this is happening, I would like to talk about the DoTheMario marathon that's happening. So we got a bunch of runners that are going to be participating in this marathon. I'll be playing like a couple more games for this as well. We got boss levels coming up right after this. And then on Sunday, I'll be running Mario 1, and we're doing the one warp category for that one. And then on Monday, on the actual Mario Day, I'll be commentating for Mars, Cosmic, and the Rudy for their Warpless D-4 race in Lost Levels on the Super Nintendo version. So a bunch of Mario all weekend long. Definitely check them out. And yeah. So yeah, you can kind of see like how slow this moves. The normal airship I think moves at 30 pixels per second, and then there's like a fast airship in World 8 that moves at 60. So it kind of doubles up each time, but this is like the slowest one. And then if you go to a coin ship, that's also slow as well. So big jump. All right, now we can just kind of stay up here for a little bit. So I gotta be careful not to get crushed here either. All right, there we go. See, this is the problem with this game, the hitboxes. Like, I clearly stomped on them, but then they're like, no. Like, we're just gonna go right through. That's okay. At least we're halfway through the game now, and we're heading into World 5, which is Sky World. So we're gonna be starting in the ground first, and then we're gonna go up to the sky. And the sky portions of the level here, my capture card tends to kind of go crazy a little bit, so don't worry, everything will be fine. All right, first off, go into here. Normally I would like to have the fire flower here to clear out any of these enemies, and build up P speed in this section here. Just gonna do that, and not too shabby. Also, this is another world we could get a potential coin ship, so we gotta watch out for that too. Those bros switched on me, so gotta keep an eye on it. Okay, don't want to fall into the pit of despair, because it is very slow and very horrible. You just want to take this path here. And it's gonna slide and then do some, a little bit of moonwalk in here. Alright, very good. Let's see what the bros are gonna do here. Okay, I think I might know which one has a P-Wing, but we may have to fight both of them. So this guy should have the P-Wing. I was right. Huh? So I gotta avoid the other bro. He's going down, which is not great. So eventually we may have to face him too. Also gotta be careful in the fortress sections. Just gotta watch out for the ragu, aka the lava. And the ragu is cooking too, so essentially the fortresses are pretty much like a giant like stove or something like that. And is that gonna go all the way up? I don't have a music box. Oh, I do have a music box here. So we were able to avoid him completely, so that's pretty nice. Ooh, that was really close to... Okay, this part, you'll kind of notice that it's a little squiggly and jaggedy. That's just my capture card not liking it. It likes everything else, just not the bright spots, really. Alright, now we're gonna head up here. Now we're in the sky portion. Usually 5-4 is my least favorite level, but I have been practicing this one quite a bit, and it's still kind of sketchy though to get through it. Also, nice frame perfect jump out of the pipe there. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, we do have to catch that bro, so hopefully he'll just stay like within our line of sight here. Okay. Gonna brush up against the pipe to build up our speed. Alright, very good. Get through that. Alright, we're gonna go to 5-7 because the other level is an auto-scroller, so we want to avoid that at all costs. Alright, we got our fire back, which is good. And we're not gonna fall into the hole. There we go. Give that guy a little bit of a present. Okay, we're gonna go catch this bro here, because we're gonna need the music box for World 7, basically. There we go. So use a music box, then grab a music box. Okay, this fortress, there's actually a strat you can do. You can actually get a clip on the ceiling there to go all the way to Boom Boom, but it is a high risk because if you miss it, you fall right into the ragu, so. Also, I would like to speak to Bowser's architect to see how they were able to get lava in the ceiling like that. That is a very huge hazard, not just for us, but for anybody else that goes there. I mean, why would they want to go there in the first place? But... okay, so we build up P-speed. Do a crouch jump there to avoid those enemies. Okay. So now we're going to be using the cloud item to skip 5-9. And the cloud kind of looks like a tooth. Just a tooth with the smiley face. Alright, on to grabbing the anchor. To another airship. Yeah, we got like a brownish color airship, which kind of resembles the color in World 1. This one could be like, you know, maybe like a loaf of bread or something, or... I don't know. I like a really long loaf of bread. Just gotta be careful not to lose fire here, because we do need it for the next world. Am I hungry? Yes, I am. But no, it's okay. You saw that? Okay, at least I'm not the only one that sees that. Alright, now we got Roy. Is he really our boy? I don't know. Got the earthquake effect too. Kind of like Earthquake the wrestler, you know? Just kind of hops around, try to act like he's making an earthquake everywhere. And maybe the bread could be a baguette too. That could definitely work. Also, we saved Gandalf, by the way. Got like that long beard. Yeah, he looks a lot like Gandalf, so... What to say that's Gandalf. Alright, now we're in World 6, the ice world. So we're gonna go into this pipe. We're gonna break open this boulder with our hammer. Fight this bro to get another, you know, pretty much get our hammer back. Okay, so we're gonna go into this fortress here, and we're gonna do a double damage boost. So we're just gonna go here, build up P-speed, because we're gonna need to be small for the next level coming up. Okay, we're gonna grab, or just wait for it. And take the star all the way to Boom Boom. And hi Boom Boom, bye Boom Boom. So while having the star, attacking Boom Boom like that, it deals damage every frame. And all it takes is like 5 hits really, so he's just done. So this part here, just gonna do a jump like that. You're gonna activate the P-switch. Gotta watch out for this guy right here. Watch out for these spinny thingies, because sometimes they can just send you into the ground or through the gap. Thankfully that did not happen. Okay, those bros are not in a good spot here, but we're gonna be activating the P-wing here. See if I can do this strat correctly. Oh, I don't know if I got it. Oh, I got the double despawn. There we go. So there's usually enemies there. Normally I would get one of them to despawn, but we got the very rare double despawn there, so that's pretty cool to be able to get that. Okay, the bro switch, so that means this is the star, so we're gonna have to fight both of these. Yeah, that was a star. Okay, that's fine. So we gotta get the other bro too. Hopefully it doesn't go the other side though. Okay, he went right towards me, that's fine. Okay, we don't want to lose this leaf here because we're gonna need it for the next fortress coming up. Alright, so use the hammer to break this. Okay, just kind of use the P-speed to get flight. So this is like the only other instance where we use the raccoon leaf. And then we're going to lose it here. It's not exactly how I wanted to lose that, but that works too. Alright, 6-8. Oh, whoops. Kind of wanted to get P-speed there, but that's okay. Also, big H. So for these guys, we're just gonna just do that. And to the end of the level. Okay, so we have like two options here. We can either go to 6-9 or 6-10. We're actually gonna go to 6-9 with the P-wing. There's also another strat you can do. You can actually go for a wall jump here, but getting the wall jump pixel is not that easy in this one. Because sometimes there could be like sub-pixels involved, but I'm not gonna have to worry about that this time. So we're just gonna use the P-wing, and then we're gonna intentionally take damage in the next level, so we remain like regular big. Which is not how I wanted to do that, but it's the strat, but not really the strat I wanted to do exactly. So, but it somehow works out. And that's totally fine. So now we're just gonna stay here, stare at the boos, so that way they don't really chase after us. So if we turn our backs to them, then they will chase. Uh-oh. All right. So unfortunately, we're small at the moment. We can get a mushroom in here, so it should be okay. All right, now we're in this airship, and this one kind of looks, you know, blue, like, I don't know, spearmint or something. What is like a blue flavor thing? Anybody know? All right, we gotta watch out for the flamethrowers here. Also, funny thing is, like, if you don't have the ground completely loaded into the screen, you can actually fall off and die, even though there's supposed to be ground there. Blueberry? Okay, yeah, that works. Yeah, like blueberry muffins and stuff like that. Also, there's like just an empty square there for absolutely no reason. Okay, now for this guy. So he wasn't too bad. But now we got 7-1 coming up, and we're gonna try to clip into a corner, but we're not sure how many tries it's gonna take me. It could either be first try, it could be like a bunch of tries, who knows. Guess we'll find out once we get there. All right. 2 more worlds to go. Let's see how many tries this takes for me here. So we try to go for like a subpixel manipulation at the start there by brushing up against the pipe. But now we just gotta bash our head into this corner and hope we can actually clip in. There's like 2 instances where it looked like, okay, we got 5th try. That's not too bad. I was like trying to explain what was going on, then I ended up getting the clip. So it's like, oh, it's just a bunch of things that I'm just kind of throwing in there. But yeah, it's like a 50-50 really. You can go in or not. Okay, so we're gonna equip the star here since we do have plenty of them. Build a P speed. Uh-oh. I gotta redo this section here. I'm gonna try it this way. Let's see. So let's try this again. So we're just gonna build up speed here. There we go, because we don't want to go down that section there, otherwise we have to uncover a bunch of music blocks. And you just have to like uncover them and then, you know, just kind of go around and everything. It's just a huge time waster. And it's okay if I don't have mushroom here, because normally I would be small for this section. Oh, in the pipe, thank you. Bounce off that Koopa, gonna bounce off this Koopa here and avoid the spinies. That was pretty good. Gotta love them name puns. I use the tooth there to skip 7-4 because that is an auto scroller in the water, which is like 2 worst combinations. And we're gonna use up our P-wings for these next 2 levels. Like this level in particular, you have to have a raccoon leaf to get through here, otherwise there's no way to get past this level. So yeah, you gotta have a leaf for this or a P-wing. All right, 3 stomps and boom boom. We're going to equip another P-wing for 7-6 and just fly straight up and to the right. This is also another instance where you can clip into the corner, but there's not enough room for it. It's still possible, but it's like a very small section. Okay, so there's actually 2 choices you can take here, or multiple choices in this area. We're just gonna go to 7-7 here. Intentionally lose the leaf. And then we just gotta grab the stars and then just go. Okay, get the other star. Go through the Flappy Bird pipes here. Big jump. Only need 2 stars for that as long as you have P-speed. Otherwise, the game wants you to grab every single star, otherwise you'll just end up dying on those munchers. Okay, we're actually going to be using another P-wing here. Could actually do like the clips in the corners, but they're very finicky. Could try to go for one maybe. Okay, didn't get it. I don't have to worry about the power-ups here because there's going to be 2 power-ups in the airship coming up. So yeah, this is like one of the levels you can choose to play. You can also play like 7-4-2. But in this case, since we played 7-9, we're going to be equipping the cloud and playing the music box. So do that. There we go. Just go right into this castle. So yeah, multiple ways to do that. Also, you may notice that we had the whistle this entire time, and it's in the very first slot of our inventory. If you end up using it accidentally, that'll completely void your run. So we just got to be careful not to click on that. So now we got the World 7 airship. This airship is actually 2 minutes long, but it moves at a normal speed. But the one good thing about it is both of these power-ups here, they both contain fire flowers. So unless you're small, then obviously it'll contain a mushroom. But if you're, let's say you have a mushroom already, then it'll just become fire flowers after. This is like a perfect spot to grab it. An alternative thing you can do, which is technically faster, is to have the hammer suit. Hammer suit actually kills Bowser really fast, as well as Boom Boom, because it deals damage every frame. But we're just gonna rely on the chicken nugget Mario here. And if we manage to keep fire the entire way, or especially like to Bowser, then we'll just have to shoot 35 fireballs to kill Bowser, and then that'll be it right there. Alright, so I think we're just a little over halfway done with this airship here. I'm getting close to finishing. So here's a question for chat. What is your favorite Mario game? Since we're in the theme of Mario for DoTheMario. This is actually my favorite game, even though there's like other games that I like from Mario, but Mario 3 is like pretty much an important game for me, like from my childhood. Obviously I started off with Mario 1. When I was like 2 years old, having the NES for the first time. It was like the Mario 1 and Duck Hunt combo cart, which I still have with me like after all those years. But yeah, Mario 3 is just like one of those games that I really enjoyed. So Super Mario World, this one, and Mario 64, those are good choices. Yoshi's Island, that's a good one too. Mario and Andretti Racing, oh god. You got me there because I said which Mario game. I did not specify like Mario what kind. Super Mario Land 2, that's a good one actually. That is a very good game. Mario 64. Mario is missing. Oh god. Mario, yeah. Mario 64 or Yoshi's Island, and there's also Mario RPG. Yeah, Mario RPG is a very good game too. Super Mario World, yeah, that's a good one. And of course Mario 2 for Anhole. You know, it's funny because since there are two versions of Mario 2, like you got the Japanese one, which is Lost Levels, which we will be seeing right after this run. And then there's like the other one, which is like Doki Doki Panic, but I call it the vegetable one because you know, you pick out vegetables from the ground and you just toss them. And you throw them at Wart too. So I just call it the vegetable one for simplicity's sake. Super Mario Duck Hunt cart? Yeah. Never played Mario RPG. I played it to an extent. I haven't like beaten the game before. Oh yeah, Mario teaches typing. I forgot about that. I remember when I was in middle school, like in 6th grade, we had that program. Like Mario teaches typing. And you heard like the very like MS-DOS style music from Super Mario World. It sounded horrible, but you know, it was a good typing tool. Yeah, like what I remember, Like back then, my teacher's like, "Oh yeah, you know, we're gonna be using Mario teaches typing." I'm like, "Mario? Like, is it the Mario from Super Mario Bros?" And sure enough, it was. Also, I don't know if that's supposed to be lava or water. I don't know why it's like a brownish color, but it reminds me of chocolate milk or something. But it's supposed to be like, you know, lava. But Mario can swim in it apparently, which I'm not gonna do. But it could potentially be something else completely. But big jump. All right, let's go for some boat swag here. All right, get some boat swag. Hoping to not get any hands in the next section. I'm gonna wait a little bit because I did not time that properly. Chocolate milk. All right, now heading into the hand section. Ah, we got the second one. Luckily, these hand levels are fairly short. They're roughly... Never mind. They're roughly 20 seconds long if you don't fall off. Well, now we gotta find another way to get Fire Flower. So technically, we got like a hand and a half. That's fine. You know what? I'm gonna use a leaf right now. Just for an extra hit. Also, this airship moves at 60 pixels per second. So this is the fastest airship in the game, but a very dangerous one too. Because it's very easy to die, as you can see. There's like nothing underneath you. You just gotta be careful here. And you gotta avoid the rocky wrenches and the flamethrowers. We're already halfway through the level, by the way. Like, you kind of notice by listening to the music here. Like, even if it does, like, not even close to a complete loop. Just, you know, tail whip these guys, because why not? Alright, here we go. Yeah, this level is pretty rough, but thankfully, you know, we were able to get out of there. Alright, so heading into 8-1, I'm gonna go ahead and use up one of our 4 stars that we have. Okay, we still got P-Speed there. Big jump. Okay, we got our Fire Flower back, which is good. There's one more opportunity to get a Fire Flower. That's in the Fortress level. After that, you cannot get the Fire Flower anymore, so we gotta be careful here. Also, this level is kind of tough. Gonna bounce off these music boxes here. Maintain P-Speed, which is nice. That's good. Do a big jump off the music block. That was a very good stage. Normally, that is probably the hardest stage in World 8 altogether. But we've managed to get through that just fine. Alright, use up another star here. Oopsie. It is possible to get P-Speed in that section, but gotta be careful not to fall into the ragu. Go into this door here. Alright, there we go. Alright, we got 2 more levels left. So we got the super tank section. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get on top of the ceiling here. Yep, there we go. You can kind of see where I am too by looking at the fireball. But this is the world famous patented day one affiliate Oglip Super Tank Strat with Vengeance TM. Pretty much, like, even though there's like a bunch of enemies around and whatnot, there's actually one funny thing you can do here, but obviously you got to be careful as well. You can actually stay on the right side of the screen the entire time. Even when the enemies are loading in, their hitboxes doesn't completely load until they get to where Mario's positioned currently. So you can technically stay on the right side of the screen the entire time and not get hurt. Normally it is pretty easy to kind of mess around in auto-scrollers like this. But as long as you just stay on the right side here, you're fine. And don't have to worry about anything. All right, here we go. All right, one more level to go. Bowser's Castle. Use up our last star here, or we still have one more star remaining. Nice, got the clip. We'll take it. And now we got the most electrifying clip in all of entertainment, the People's Clip. Anybody can do it, even Nintendo Power says so too. Oops, let me build up P-Speed here. Into the door. And then do a big jump. And now we got Bowser. Hopefully 35 fireballs to kill him here. I hope he's jumping early. I'm gonna jump this way because there he goes. All right, all we got to do now is enter the door, and that's where time will end. And there we go. That's time. A 56-56. That was almost a 56-56-56, but we'll definitely take that. Very close to a casual 57 in this game. Thanks for the GGs, everyone. Yeah, kind of a rough run there, but you know, we got through it just fine. Thought about food a lot, you know, that was like the main thing with this game. So, but yeah, that is Super Mario Bros. 3 80% warpless. Hope you all enjoyed the run. I got one more game coming up, which is Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels. We're going to be doing the warpless category for that one. So we're going to quickly transition for me to set that up, and then we will be back in just a couple minutes. BRB.